What's going on, you mother effers? Welcome back to the Snake Pit. This is episode 139. Today's guest is it's pretty much just it's Bradley. You know, he's no stranger to the podcast, but it's pretty much like the Snake Pit crew. That's what I'm gonna label it as. You know, we just got together, we reflected, and we talked some shit. It was fun. I really enjoyed Bradley, and I enjoyed Jen. And I consider Bradley a part of the Snake Pit team. Of course, Jen is, by default. I'm just kidding, Jen. If you're listening, I appreciate you always showing up. But this one was fun, and we kind of reflected on other podcasts. So, still shout out to Robin over there at Ring Bar Ranch. If you guys haven't listened to that one, that's episode 138. Please do that, and then listen to this one. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. I really enjoy. One of the things I enjoy about my podcast is, switching between cameras. Everybody gets their own camera. I really enjoy that. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that these past two fucking podcasts. I don't know why. I'm going to figure that out. So I'm sorry. Most of this podcast is just one camera, big shot of all three of us. I'm sure you guys don't give a fuck, but I do. And I just want to say I'm sorry. Other than that, please subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know what the hell you're doing if you haven't. Check out my website or hit me up for merch, man. I still have a lot of merch available. I have yard signs available, a lot of stickers, everything on the road. Still doing that. We're figuring out other shit to do on the Snake Pit Network. I think that's what I'm going to call it. I don't know yet. Please don't steal that. And if you haven't already, again, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. Fun times. We'll see you guys next time, and thanks for listening. Before, but I'm a fiend for these cigars. And the good thing about these, I'm sure how bad they are for you equates to because I smoke about 2 a week.
I thought you were going to say 2.
No, fuck no. So I'm sure 2 of these a week is a pack of cigarettes or some bullshit. I don't know. A can of dip a week.
Maybe.
Which is what I was doing before. But these are so much fun. They're just fun. And then, I don't know, I like it.
Let me see a lighter, Jen.
Yes, I just wanted to look at it. That's so sick.
The Rolling Stone.
Is that the one you stole from Juan?
No.
I think we talked about it last time. I think I was just a little...
He actually bought it.
Hey, he was fucked up. You stole it from him.
Well, actually, he hasn't paid me back yet. Do I still sound good, or me?
Or he bought it from you?
So he looked at my lighter.
No, you sound good, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he looked at my lighter and he was like, "Man, I really want to buy that from you." And he was like, "How much would you sell it?"
Oh,
I forget what the artist is though.
I don't know, but it was like a limited.
Artist, right?
It was like a limited series, and he had stumbled upon the other ones, and he needed that one or some shit.
Yeah, and he was like, "How much would you sell it for?" And I was like, "Hell, $5." And it was almost out too. But hell, watch me missed out.
Shout out to Ring Bar Ranch. Just sort of why I wanted to do this podcast with just y'all. Kind of reflect on that podcast. Just kind of chill. The guy we were going to do it with, he never hit me up, so whatever.
Yo, I haven't checked it out yet, but how was the Twisted Skateboard?
That was a really good one, too.
Yeah. She was cool, and it was just really interesting, too.
Where's she from? Did she say?
It's
she was adopted out of Dallas.
Yeah.
Right, she's lived in Idlewild.
Mm-hmm.
What brought her out here?
Her adoption. I think her mother is, I want to say, a Latin woman, maybe Mexican more than likely. Wanted a daughter, didn't have a daughter, and adopted a daughter. Mm-hmm. Which I didn't get much more out of that. I think but she is adopted out of there. Mm. Born and raised outside of Lubbock, Texas.
There we go.
Shout out to this wonderful place. He was telling us that rancher was telling us how he's got ranching friends who do cattle out in Alabama and other shit, mm-hmm. and their grass that those cows eat is real fucking tall, and you would think it's good grass, but it's not compared to our little just grass that comes out of the ground barely. It's real. The grass that we have here is very nutritious and shit, which is hell yeah, man. That was pretty cool.
Speaking of ranches, have you seen Yellowstone yet? The TV show?
No, they bought that 4-6 Ranch, didn't they?
Well, there's supposed to be a spin-off series, and it's going to be set in 6 Star. Or 4-6 Ranch.
That's why they bought it, though?
I don't know who bought it.
No, the owner,
I know they
I think the
sold it.
creators of Yellowstone bought it. Yeah,
I mean, if
for like
it's gonna be-
160 something. As long as it wasn't some Chinese people, but that's a different story.
Is that what's... Well, we won't go down that road, but...
Chinese, like, Communist Party is what I meant.
Yeah. But, like, watching Yellowstone, I've seen a few episodes. It's like, I really wonder if there's that much drama that goes on at those ranches. Like how I was driving to San Antonio this past few weekends ago. I went to San Antonio and I saw a lot of, nice ranches out there.
Right, yeah.
But I'm just like, how the hell do you manage, like, all that land? Like, just...
Though, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people and money and hands that are into it that go into that. So I imagine there is, I imagine just like with anything, like you get greedy and people get shady. Like if you're
Yeah.
not careful, I guess, I don't know. I mean, it's a business, and I'm sure there's people with hundreds of employees who run a business very smoothly and are involved in all of those employees, and then there's other people who don't give a damn.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really. I would assume.
Man, I bet you that's some hard work being a ranch hand.
He said, man, that those guys are. I know some of those people. That's why I'm like, they're a different breed. They're just some
bet.
tough.
I mean, hell, you're just out there.
They are just tough.
Because you're just out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
You're
just
in a house that
And
the
he
rancher
he
provides
said
you
the
with.
cowboy like just knows the animal and knows if they're sick. He knows what to do. Like you just you live and you breathe that shit,
Yeah.
which I like. That's cool. But I don't even know.
Is that one of your goals eventually? Is to own like land?
Especially
like
after that fucking podcast. Especially after that
Really?
one. I don't. For the longest time, I did want, like, I had this big, I have a lot of big dreams. Just big dreams that people be like, what the fuck. Longest time, I wanted a lot of land. But, like, the older I get, and especially even after that podcast, like, if I can condense it down to, like, even just, like, 10, 20 acres, or even 100 acres, less than 100 acres, let's just say that, and I can manage it myself, anything that's manageable by myself, that's how much land I would
Yeah.
want. So yeah, I would definitely want, and now I definitely want to do cattle when I'm older.
And I wonder how can you think of a ranch? Like if you just said I'm gonna go buy a ranch, depending on how much land you get, approximately like what's like a decent sized ranch? Like what's the cost of just buying?
He said it. I got to put this podcast out. I've just been lazy with it, but he said how much a square foot or a square mile of land is going for. It's expensive.
I bet,
It's
especially now.
really expensive. And even like with my stepdad, he said one of the problem's not the land, it's the water. There's a lot of problems with the water.
Then water wells.
And they're very they're not just in one place. They're very spotty. They're not like consistent, so you got to find them. So I think that's the biggest problem is the water. It's not the land, because I think like I don't want to assume, but I would guess a lot of people were really fucked up from COVID, so they're probably like, oh shit, I better sell a little bit of land, to make some money.
Yeah,
So I bet there's land available. It's just the water.
Huh.
I think that's the problem.
especially here in West Texas. Another problem that's been going on in these ranches is hogs. And driving to San Antonio, that's all you see is
Yeah,
dead hogs.
down south, they got that huge problem. You can just like kill them any time of the year.
Well, yeah, they pretty much fuck up the environment.
You can get in those helicopters and fucking just spray them down with a fucking AR.
It's crazy. Because apparently all these ranchers, they do helicopter hunting.
Yeah.
They just go on and just,
I would do that. That'd be fun.
I'm sure, you feel like you're in an action movie.
Yeah, man, that was a very enlightening podcast.
Really.
And I've always had this. I don't know if I've said it, but I've always thought like, if you eat meat, you need to like at least kind of have an idea where it comes from or the process it takes to make your food on your plate. And it's not. the end of the day, you're killing an animal, man.
Yeah, it's that. And my brother right now, he's going to tech, and he's taking a meat science class.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me that they had to watch videos of slaughter, pretty much what they do with cows in the slaughterhouses. It's like, man, it's not pretty. That's
Well,
for sure.
well, I don't know, man. Because my grandpa does that. He slaughters them.
But these are more of the big corporations.
Yes, that's always the problem we hear is the corporate. And I will say this about this podcast that we just did. This 138. This is 139. It's not justifiable to be mean to an animal like that. You see those videos where they kick them and very mean. It's cruel. That's not okay. But when you understand that, like this guy Rob, he has less than 100 cattle, and you can kind of care for those cattle one by one. And if they don't want to do something, you can work with them. Well, his cowboy was saying, he's saying his cowboy also works for commercial farming, which is 50,000 fucking cattle. So you can understand why, like, from an outsider, you might see them be a little bit mean to these damn things.
Really?
Because you gotta work 50,000 cattle. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's money, And there's a lot. I have so much fucking thoughts about this now, and that obviously that's never okay to be mean to them. He said that it's quick. They don't even know what's happening. I still don't know the process. I don't know if they chop their heads off or they hit them in the head with the thing.
The
little
gun that goes...
like on No Country from Old Men. I don't know which one. I again, after this podcast, and my grandpa being the guy who does it, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna ask him, can I watch you do it?
Yeah.
I want to see that. Like, I think it's important to see that shit.
Yeah.
Especially if you eat, again, if you eat meat, I think you should. So, and it was just interesting. Like, another interesting thing about hearing him talk about these animals is they don't use hot irons anymore. They do like a carbon freeze thing on them. Very humane. Like, these animals aren't getting treated bad.
Yeah.
And I think that was what I really wanted to get out of that podcast. Like, I want to understand, like, you really care about these animals, even though, again, you're fucking killing them. At the end of the day, they gotta die. And it's still in my head. I'm like, they're still gonna die, which is very odd to me. Still, even though I eat meat and I am very interested in that, they still gotta fucking die.
I once heard this weird rumor that apparently that happens. There's a tradition where these high-ups at the University of Texas and Texas A&M University, whenever the University of Texas, they have a live mascot, which is Bevo.
Bevo.
Yeah, it's the live longhorn. But I've heard this crazy rumor that every time a Bevo dies, every time a Bevo passes on, they'll slaughter Bevo, and then like the presidents and all like these chants, like I guess like the high ups and the board, they have like a steak dinner. I was just like, what? That's kind of a weird thing.
It is weird. That is weird.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's UT.
I mean, why not though? You're celebrating.
Yeah.
What better way to celebrate the animal? I think. I don't know. Because I bet that motherfucker's being treated his whole life with the best.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, hell, I've stood in front of, because I used to go to a lot of UT games back in the day.
Yeah.
And I've stood next to Bevo one time. That's a very huge animal.
It's a lot of meat.
Yeah. It's
thousands of pounds of meat, man. Why not? I'm sure he tastes good.
But now, speaking on ranches, I was telling one of my friends, you drive over there and you see all this land. But it's like, especially here in Texas, like, what the hell is out there? Like,
yeah,
really
outside of the road.
Well, yeah, and it's like, do we really know, like, do these ranchers really truly know their land? Like, that's...
I don't know, because, like, especially, I would say the further you go south, the bigger they get.
The bigger it gets. I mean, especially in the Austin area where you're in the hills.
Even like outside of Post with, like, the Kirkpatricks, they own so much of that land. You can't even see beyond that. And that actually like brings me to, like, we watched this video last night of a wood crawler. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's like a Navajo, Indian.
It's like a skin crawler type
You know, I
shit.
was
Indian
actually that's
skin
where I was
crawler.
gonna get to. I was
So-
gonna talk to you about skin.
So I was I'm
Skinwalkers.
Yeah.
Yes.
skinwalkers, but what is it called again? A wood crawler.
Wood crawler.
So a
that's
skin
what
crawler is. Sorry, my Native American friends, if I'm getting this wrong, but a skin crawler can turn into an animal, and they're like considered witches. These things are like demons that can turn into anything, and they lure you. So, and there's a video out there that Jen showed me, but it's fake. But if that's the case, man, those things are
But it
creepy.
was so spooky.
It's very spooky.
Well, hell, you seen the witch, right?
Yeah.
The
Where she
the
turns into-
bitch. Like they're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
and
it's
they
like-
hear these crazy.
It's still like a North American land.
Yeah, but like, I think because I've also heard this crazy, story. I don't know how true it is. This is just like conspiracy talk, but I've heard back when they created the national parks, it was Theodore Roosevelt that created all that. But apparently Roosevelt was into a lot of weird shit. Like he knew a lot. Like he would get into a lot about the Wendigos, Bigfoot. He was, he was obsessed with nature, and apparently he believed in a lot of different monsters that were out there. And there's this deal that I've heard that the reason why they created the national parks was to keep a majority of populations away from that land. So, because there was something like in those parks.
I don't know.
But the thing is, well, here's the thing. You got to ask, well, why would the government allow people to go in there? Well, the thing is, if you had a lot of land and you told the people, do not go in
They're
there.
gonna- it's
kinda
like
a little
Area 51.
suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why they always say stay on the trails, don't go out. Because I've heard some
Other
crazy...
than the fact that there's bears and wolves.
Well, yeah, there is that too. There is that
Yeah.
too. But I've heard some crazy stories about the Appalachian Mountains where,
The Smoky Mountains.
yeah, where a lot of people just vanish.
I mean, dude, that's what I mean. Like you said, like these guys know what's. I don't think they know entirely what's on their fucking land. There's too much.
Yeah.
There's just too much land. Texas is huge, and
Well, here,
I also think like as huge as it is, it's kind of almost. I don't think it's very settled. So I think your ability, like, this is not even like, this is just truly what I believe, not even like conspiracy. Like, I think if you can go in more untapped land, you can probably tap into some shit. Like, the stars, the earth, your ancestors, whatever those Native Americans were doing to like conjure up some shit, man. Because I think it's probably easier to do in the Appalachians, in some parts of Texas, and in the mountains where there's not much fucking around. I think you can probably touch into some weird shit. And I do think there is some dark arts and some dark shit that you can probably fuck up. You know what I mean?
Especially when they were smoking peyote
Mm-hmm.
and tripping on everything. There's no telling what they like summon.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing too, and when it comes to Native American like folklore, like a lot of that deals with the Wendigos and all that.
What's that?
I mean, do you know much about the Wendigos? I don't even know how to really explain it.
Isn't it like? Oh, okay. I don't know if I know.
It's pretty much just like another monster that like lives out in the woods.
It's like an iteration of a werewolf, no?
In some ways, yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
I just know about like ginger snaps, like the
well, because
movie
there's
that I'm
that.
thinking of.
But what if it's like, what if a lot of this stuff is true, but there's no telling what kind of witches were out here back in the day when they were doing dark arts where they were.
That's what I mean. It was probably at once true, but we've killed it all off.
But think about how much land is probably cursed out there. We don't even know.
Have you seen Doctor Sleep, right?
I have not yet. The Shining.
Yeah, have you seen it? Mm-hmm. Well, one of those guys has this power to be able to detect people who have, what is it called? The Shining?
The Shining.
Yeah.
So he's like, but one of the things he says in the movie is like, these fucking kids in Netflix and shit, they don't have an imagination anymore. So maybe like that's what happened. Like we modernized this whole fucking planet and there's no magic, if you will, left anywhere. I think that's what happened. I think we killed it all off.
Is that the government trying to shut off our brain? Like,
I don't think it was intentional. I really
here's the
don't.
thing, but it's like, imagine in a world.
I don't think there was any. I just think there's too much frequencies that fucking killed it all off.
Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
really do.
Like, imagine if there was a world with no technology.
That's what the Native Americans
and
were.
it was just truly our. Because, like, we talked about last time, like, apparently we only use 10% of our brain. But it's like back then, were they using their brains to the fullest power?
They also were around for a lot more than we've been around, you know what I mean? Like, as a modern human, they were in thousands of years. They probably knew all kinds of crazy shit to tap into.
Well, just think about how much shit's in the air now.
Yeah.
We're breathing all that.
Yeah,
in.
that's what I mean. They think those days are done
Yeah.
for the most part. I mean, you probably go to the Amazon or some shit,
You got a point.
the jungles. You probably could go to the Appalachians and see some weird shit. Or even the swamps in Florida. You see some weird shit. But I think it's few and far between now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I that's what I mean. Like that shit really does terrify me. Like that, like
What,
nature,
like,
like just shit like in the nature, like because you don't know. Like again, we don't know what the fuck is really out there in the ocean or whatever, man. And that like,
Man, I heard this crazy story from someone that I used to know. He was driving to Arizona, and he was in the middle of New Mexico, and he got on a flat tire like at 3 a.m. And the thing about New Mexico is it's not like Texas where every like 10 miles there's like a town where you can fill up with gas.
there's
A
stretches.
lot of places like you'll fill up, and you're not going to see another gas station for another like 200 miles. Well, he got a blowout, and it was pitch black. He was out in the middle of the desert. No like city was around. He said you could see the stars. You could like faintly see the mountains like in the horizon. And he said as he was changing the tire, what it sounded like was the way he described it was like a daycare with a kid full of it was like a playground full of kids playing from a distance. And it was like 3 a.m. in the morning, and he just said he heard just a lot of like children noise like out and about at 3 a.m. in the middle of the desert.
No, sir, dude.
La Llorona.
I've been out like right outside of El Paso in those mountains, which is kind of in New Mexico, at midnight. It was around midnight. I mean, it was fucking just pitch fucking. I don't know if I've ever been out in that much darkness before. It's spooky.
Yeah.
It is definitely spooky. And you add on to that landscape, it's spooky. It's real weird, man. I don't know. Who knows what the fuck's out there? I don't want to know, actually. Let me take that back. I would
Oh,
not.
man, I don't even think the people. Just everything. I don't even think if we truly knew like everything that's out here, I don't think us as a society we can handle. Like, you know, I don't think we could comprehend like what any of that means.
Yeah, maybe we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Unless we've altered our minds or some bullshit. I don't know.
But for some reason, the government keeps talking about aliens. Have you noticed that?
They fucked around and they didn't.
They keep releasing these videos, and I'm just wondering: is it actually aliens, or is it drones that either the U.S. or China?
It's either.
Russia?
I think it's like. I
Like,
think
we're just
it's.
fucking with each other.
I think it's that. Truthfully, I'm not no expert, but I think it's like. Well, the ooky spooky thing is, I do think it's captured like technology from something else. It has to be.
Yeah.
You know, with the Bob Lazar story and all that. But yeah, I think that the shit we're seeing now is not really anything other than maybe like our best bet would be it's our shit, not China shit or Russia shit. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fucking weird. Yeah, I don't think aliens are.
Last time off camera, we were talking about the Lubbock Lights. Have you heard of the Lubbock Lights?
No.
I forgot about that. Now I even looked it up.
It's so surprising. I think it's kind of weird how no one here talks about it, but it was one of the first. You know, of course, we all know what happened, like with Roswell, right?
The Green Man.
Yeah, but like a few years later, in the early '50s, here in Lubbock, there was like a phenomena that happened where it was called the Lubbock Lights. Apparently, there was these probably half dozen of lights that made like a wing, and apparently like it just flew over Lubbock.
We also did have like an Air Force base here, didn't we? Though.
Yeah, we did. Well, I don't know.
Some sort of like
I don't know if
military.
it was established at the time.
Oh,
Because it was like 1952, 53 this happened. And I'm not sure if it was around at that time. But yeah, that apparently it was like this strain of like this line of lights just like flew by Lubbock, and apparently like the whole town saw it, and some kid took a picture of it and it came out, and I'll have to show you, but yeah, it's like one of the first alien phenomena that happen like in the U.S. and no one really talks about it.
All roads lead to Lubbock, people.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to. I know I've said this before, but I've truly been meaning to get Jen. Now that she's sitting right here, to get Jen to get on, bring my laptop so Jen can search things up on the TV.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Well, that outfit looks like a bomber though.
Yeah, it does kind of, especially at those bombers at that time.
Those B-2
too.
bombers.
The B-52s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a burp courtesy of Flips. Shout out to Flips. Shout out to my boy Kelton who just turned 21. We went and got a beer. It was cool.
Hey. My brother is going to turn 21 this year, September 5th. And I want to take him out, but...
Is he a drinker or anything?
No.
Is he kind of... What does he do? Just chill?
Just chills. Yeah. Doesn't drink, smoke.
Those are the perfect ones to get him drunk.
I want to, but I don't know if he would want to.
Have you ever been... I don't think I've ever been around you when you were like completely drunk.
You haven't. I'm pretty chill when I'm drunk.
Is that by choice though? You don't want to get like fucked up or what?
I used to a lot. I mean, hell, the apartment that I used to live in, me and my roommates, we used to throw these huge parties. So we would, of course, make jungle juice and all that.
God, I haven't had that shit in a long time.
You know,
Dude.
good old Texas Tech stuff.
Ugh.
That would kill me.
I mean, my stomach hurt just thinking about it.
But pretty much what I would do is I had a mini fridge in my room. So I didn't want to be drinking that all night. So I would just stack up with beer and just drink that. I would drink nothing but Lone Star beer or Miller Lite.
I don't know why, dude. I get this like wild hair up my ass, and I want to get extremely fucked up Saturday, and go do like those little. Like, just walk around and like interview people on the cast. That's why I was gonna ask you to help me, but Riley said he was gonna help me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We need to go do that in Austin, out on 6th Street, because
Shit, you can do it anywhere because
they close off 6th Street, but over there you're gonna get some interesting people.
I don't want to get shot.
Yeah, that's true too.
We could do it on
Man,
Broadway.
6th Street used to be so like safe.
It used to be
And
fun.
now all these people from Cali, I guess.
Well, no. I mean, yeah, probably, but I don't think like part of the like when I was over there, like they say the cops don't give a fuck anymore. They're not gonna.
True.
So, oh, you do it on Broadway.
We gotta wait till like,
School's
back in session.
Oh, you do it at a tech game.
Let's do it.
Shit. All I need is you to hold my camera, man. I'll be fucking around. Drunk. As fuck. I'm gonna get fucked up. And
But you
just,
gotta be stable though. You can't just be.
well, I'm not gonna drink liquor. Yeah, you know me, dog. I can't.
Could you imagine if they had every Saturday they closed off Broadway? Think about how wild that fucking street would get.
It'd be fun. If it was like that, dude, that'd be fun. I'd be there.
Because I think what calms it down is, those places that are there. You wait in line pretty much the whole time trying to get in, but you have to stay in there. But imagine if it was like a free for all where you could just go back and
Just
forth.
drink and walk around with
And
alcohol.
there was like vendors too.
Oh fuck, dude. That's probably a good reason why they haven't done that.
I mean, hell, it took like a long time to get wet too.
Yeah, shit. We were like, that was in recent memory, huh? Like 10 years ago? Not too long
I
ago.
would say
About 10,
probably
15.
like 12. I would say 09 is probably when it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what one of the shitty things though. It's gonna probably like even if they legalize weed, it'll probably like take Lubbock a long time to sell it in the city.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna work. It's like,
Probably do like the docks and all
well, like even if they legalize, well, I mean, if
that. I
it,
don't know why they don't just do it like that. Like let the counties decide. You know what I mean?
I mean, the thing about what was crazy about one thing that Trump did, it's not a political thing. He pretty much allowed the states to decide if they could vote on it. That's why now you see so many states.
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
That's why big government's an awful thing, people, by the way. That's how I feel. Let them, man, they can fucking legalize everything, if you ask me, if they wanted to. I think, nah, I ain't even gonna get in that. Legalize gambling for sure. God damn it, they should legalize gambling here.
If they had legalized gambling, I don't think they would do the lottery anymore.
Fuck it, who cares? We can fucking go gamble, man. Damn. I just want to be able to do like betting online. I don't think you can do that here.
I don't think so. Too.
No, not the way you can do it. Like, I think in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, my bookie and shit. You can't do that. That's what I mean. I wouldn't be going to no casino.
Vegas. Let's go.
Jen, let's go to Vegas when you have your little vacation.
Do you want to?
Fuck it.
Let's go. We'll look at tickets. It'll be cool.
We gotta go ball on a budget. We can go.
Yeah.
I'll fucking drive. I like driving far. I'll drive.
As long as you're driving, I'm fine. Because, yeah.
We flew and it was a 2-hour flight. But I feel like driving up there, making a few stops.
It's like 12 hours.
Yeah.
I feel like making
bad.
a few, like Santa Fe, I would like to stop at.
But it's like a scenic drive, so I think
Yeah.
it'll be cool.
Yeah, except
Have
New
y'all been
Mexico.
to Santa Fe? I've always wanted.
Yeah, I
wanna
like that
go.
place.
I want to go so bad. Is that where Meow Wolf is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's in Albuquerque. I lied. Isn't it? Or is it in Santa Fe?
What is it called again?
Meow Wolf?
Meow Wolf? Like Meow Wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a really cool.
never
Like,
heard of
it's like a
that.
little secret thing. Like
Let
it's
me Google it.
Oh.
I want to say it's in. I thought it was.
It's
in
either
Santa
one of
Fe.
those.
Yeah.
it's George R. R. Martin, I think.
Hmm.
I really do think so. I've said that before.
It's in Santa Fe.
I was wrong, people. There you go. My one time I'm wrong a week. There you go. Damn, we need to get you on the laptop, man. Fuck.
Me?
Somebody,
Yeah.
one of y'all, you want to be a part of this every podcast too? We can get you on the damn laptop. We'll put you a fucking table right here. I need a little. So I can get.
Hell, I could be your computer guy.
This is a.
I'll be the next Jamie.
Damn, I'd have to buy a new camera. That's another reason why to do it.
Jamie don't. Joe Rogan doesn't talk that much like he used to.
Not anymore. No, he doesn't even have a camera on him anymore. You would have to.
I've always wondered if Rogan's like mean to him in a way.
I think Rogan's just Rogan.
Well,
You know.
I've seen like
He.
clips like where he's watching where Jamie starts talking and then like
He's-
Rogan
he's
gives
just-
him a
he's
look
like-
and he goes sorry and then nothing.
I would probably do that to Jen, to be honest. I would. I
That's
would.
why I don't like talk as much.
I
I,
would
get
just-
scared. Not scared. I just get very like, ooh. I
But you don't
wanna
get
talk.
there. You don't get to that.
Me?
No. Like Rogan, you don't get to that position, and you don't become the best by like fucking around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why they're the number one, in my opinion. Anyways, I mean numbers don't lie, but yeah, I mean, plus they're always high. They're always really high.
Who would have thought too? Like, here's the thing. I started watching Rogan back in 2016. Like he was popular
That's when I
But-
no, mine was about 17.
because the first video I saw with Rogan was Jamie Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a bad one, ain't it?
Ew.
In that studio, in that era is when he did one with Jamie Foxx, Steve-O, and James Hetfield.
Yeah.
And that was before he hit 1,000. He was like in the 700, 800s. That's when I noticed him. And I was like, oh shit, this is really cool.
The one with Paul Stanley is actually really good. The lead singer from Kiss.
He did that one?
Oh yeah, it's an older one. It's not
you know?
talked about a lot.
I don't know. I honestly don't listen to Joe Rogan.
Gene Simmons. I was thinking that's why I was like, wait, what? No,
Yeah,
Paul,
no, not Gene Simmons.
Paul Stanley, he looks good for his age.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
That Italian fuck. Sorry, I didn't mean that in a bad way. But yeah, man, I would like if I was talking, even if you or Jen interrupt me, I'd probably be like, I'd give you a glare. I'd be like, hey, whoa. But dude, yeah, no, we could bring that black table back right here, and you can get the laptop out. I think I need to get Chromecast
Chromecast.
or Google Home or whatever it's called.
Would you do it where you hook it up to the?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the TV.
Just
yeah.
the wireless way. Yeah. It's like $50. Just pull that bitch out. We just be like, hey, pull it up.
Yeah.
Always evolving, man. Always evolving.
Hey, I don't mind helping. So
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Mondays and Wednesdays.
And then on Friday, I do the Patreon. I think I'm doing like Bones now where we play dominoes.
Oh,
And
really?
just record it. It's fun.
I've been wanting to come and play dominoes, but I need to be kind of retaught how to play.
It's easy.
I used to like fully know.
It's the easiest thing ever.
But it's been years since I played. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we play for money. So, I mean, it's super simple. Come smoke some weed and drink some beer and see what we got.
You go full Ice Cube on them. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
You've seen Boys in the Hood, right?
It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
Yeah, the first time we see Ice Cube, it's at the party. Yeah, it's a welcome back party, and they're playing dominoes. And he slams it down and goes, "Dominoes, motherfucker!" You ever seen that?
I got.
That's
I don't
why-
remember that scene particularly, but I just.
I got
remember
pretty
that
excited when I
remember.
won on Saturday, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did slam
That's
it.
why when I replied to your message, I said, "Dominoes, motherfucker."
Oh shit! Wait, I didn't.
I was like, he probably didn't understand that reference.
Nah, it's fun, dude. I like playing dominoes. I was playing on last week Friday, and this guy Will, he was like, "Man, can we play Uno?" I was like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch."
Do you know how to play checkers?
Yeah, I know how to play chess too.
Well, the thing is, like, growing up, we really weren't a game night, like
Yeah.
family. I mean, we would play
Yeah.
during holidays, but we would play, like, some stupid, like, Taboo. Like, you know, like, something like that. We never played, like, I've never played Monopoly before. Never.
I love playing Monopoly, by the way.
I've maybe played it like 3 times fully. Like, I grew up like an only child, and my parents would fucking buy me these like multiplayer games, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?" And so like, I grew up with them in my household, but I never played with them because I was literally an only.
I like
child.
playing Life, and I like playing Monopoly. I have Metallica Monopoly if you want to play. I've been wanting to
shit.
play that shit,
You
dude.
could do a Patreon episode like that too. Playing Monopoly.
I would have to learn how to play it. I don't want to be the whole podcast be like, so what do I do next?
Monopoly?
I've never played before. I don't even know.
That's
like,
easy.
I don't even.
That's
know
an
the
easy game to
concept of Monopoly.
It's just roll the dice and move and read a card, man.
Really, that's
And
it.
buy property and.
I've
Did
always
you know-
thought
oh
it was
my-
more complicated than that.
Did you know, like, there's, again, people, I could be wrong. There's the idea that Monopoly came out. I watched a documentary. I wish I could find that documentary again. It was about Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And the Nazis in Germany created a game like Monopoly, but it was propaganda against Jewish people. And it, like, portrayed Jews as a very, what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, like, sometime, like, not so long after Monopoly came out here in America. It's really fucking kind of fucked up. It's weird.
Well, hell, they brought all the Nazis over here, anyways.
Dude, Tim Dillon.
That's another.
Tim
conspiracy thought.
Dillon made a funny ass joke about that old lady who went to space with Bezos.
Mhm.
He's like, good for Bezos. He took that old Nazi bitch up into space, man. Fuck her. They were all.
Yeah, all them.
That's how we got to space
I was
because of
gonna
the
say,
Nazis.
all them Nazi or all
Operation Paperclip.
Them,
And so,
but
and
that's
that's crazy because those fuckers were actually like a year before killing Jews for not doing the right thing at the
well, hell, I don't remember his name, but he was the head.
Werner
guy.
von Braun.
Yeah, like, have you seen a picture of him where he has like scars?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, they talk about that shit.
Yeah,
and where they would fight each other for like.
Because they were all into fencing.
Yeah.
They only had like eye like protection. They didn't have the full on.
And it was like a badge of honor, like you're a tough dude, you're
Yeah.
a winner.
So so if you look at all these
They were crazy.
old pictures of these high ups and
I am so
army
fascinated.
and
I
all that.
absolutely love history, but I'm so fascinated with like particularly World War II, and then even more specifically like Nazis. I want a Nazi helmet, man. Those things are cool, or a German soldier helmet, I guess. But I would really want one of those. Those are cool as fuck.
There was a guy I went to school with. This was actually middle school, and apparently like his grandparents, his family from his grandparents, and before that lived in Germany. And there was one time where this was probably 7th grade. We were learning about World War II and all that. Well, for like a show and tell type thing, he came in wearing a Nazi uniform. And it was like one of his family members from back in the day.
Oh shit!
Yeah. thinking about it, I was like, man, you got some balls if you went to middle school wearing a Nazi uniform.
That's wild. There's like, that's some history probably behind that.
Mm-hmm.
I like visually, like I understand that's like the epitome of evil, but like visually, their uniforms are really cool.
They were the brown shirts, right? Is that what they were called?
Who?
Like the Nazis, weren't they called the brown shirt? I don't know if you know.
I don't know. I'm talking about like SS officers and all. Like, you know, they're really cool uniforms. Like those things were.
Oh, okay.
Like the SS, like the worst. But they had really like, even like Lemmy Kilmister. He's always dressed in Nazi. You know, he's like.
He always had.
And they asked him. He's like, man, I've had black girlfriends. I'm not racist. He's like, if Americans had cool uniforms, I'd wear those. He's like, they're not cool. Yeah. So he was like, he was dressed in full like Nazi attire, shooting a tank in one of these like 2000 documentaries. Yeah, that was back when he was crazy.
That was a bad dude. Lemmy?
Oh God.
Shit. Man.
Don't get him started. He loves him.
Rest in peace. Let it come nice.
That's for you, Lemmy. God, I'm so fascinated with Lemmy.
I watched a documentary about him, and like, I had gained so much respect for him.
Which one?
I think it was just called Lemmy.
Oh yeah. I like that one.
But he had a messy ass apartment. That's for sure.
He lived in. He had all that Nazi memorabilia in there. Yeah, man.
And he played video games too.
At the Rainbow?
Yeah, he was like this old ass man.
He played that little card. He had a little slot machine in the corner of his bar at the Rainbow. I think he was playing that like right before he died. Shit. Yeah.
It wasn't. I came across a video of Lemmy. It was him talking about, I guess the record company that had signed Motorhead. They released a box set, and he was telling them like not to buy it because he wasn't getting any like money.
Oh yeah, he was at the record store saying that, right?
Yeah, and it was like a month before he died, and that last month, like before he died, man, he was looking rough.
Well, he had cancer, right?
He was basically like dying.
Yeah, like diabetes.
He
everything.
He toured right up to like a week before he died. Like he is like true to rock and roll, man. And then,
did you see? I think Metallica played a show once in L.A. and they brought Lemmy onto stage, and he performed a few songs with.
When he was older, or when he was younger.
He was like, it was probably like 4 years before he had passed away.
Yeah, that was really cool. My Twitter fucking header is Lemmy and James Hetfield.
Oh, really?
When they performed together in the 90s. At his 50th birthday party, they all wore black jeans, a black button up, and a leather, a bullet belt, and his like a wig.
Oh, shit.
I fucking love. I almost think I love Motorhead more than I love Metallica. Damn it.
So is it just like a universal thing? Because I remember this came out after he died, after he passed away. Was it like a universal thing, or was it like a Jack Daniels thing that they formally renamed a Jack and Coke the Lemmy?
That I don't know.
That might have just been like the bar.
Just like a universal bar thing.
Might have been at
I think that's what I had.
Might have been at the Rainbow, probably.
I had named that
Dude.
read that they formally renamed the Jack and Coke.
He would drink a fucking liter of Coke in a bottle a day, and on top of whatever else he was drinking and smoking cigarettes and shit.
Yeah.
I was listening to somebody, I don't remember who, he was in a band. He was like, it was 3 guys and Lemmy passes him a bottle of Jack Daniels. And he's like, he thought, you know, they were just going to take a swig each. No, this motherfucker's handing everybody a bottle. And he's like, that's all for y'all, let's drink it. And he was like, what the fuck? So like, Lemmy was like...
And he didn't mess with any hard drugs too, right?
No, he was on speed. Yeah, he was a fucking, whatever that is. I don't know what drug.
I think it was heroin. He was mostly like against.
Well, go back and watch. Yeah. He was. You go back and watch like those videos in the 80s. He is just fucking wired.
Yeah.
He is just wired. He told his son, yeah, there's like a quote. He's like, don't do none of these, but do speed, man.
Yeah.
It's good, you know, whatever.
But I'm sure, I mean, I can't imagine being a touring like rock band and like every single night you're in a different city. Like eventually, like, yeah, it's fun, but eventually you're gonna get tired of shit. And I think that's where a lot of these rock stars turn to.
But he never did. He never quit.
Yeah.
He never fucking quit, man. And apparently, like, his, like, one of the shirts I have, it's like, it says louder than everything else. And apparently, like, they are on, like, record the Guinness Book of Records for the loudest concert.
Hmm.
Yeah, and fucking, I also saw like an urban myth that like he's like either number one or number two with the amount of women he's been with. He said he was like with 2,000 women in his life.
Shit. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, dude, that dude's a fucking. I wish I could have seen him. I just wish I could have seen him, just once.
You know, I've seen Metallica before, but honestly, I think the loudest concert I've been to was honestly ZZ Top.
Really?
Yeah. ZZ Top, where there's a point where you're kind of like have to cover your ears a little bit because it's like loud as fuck. Just a little old band from Texas.
Where are they from?
They're from.
Are they from? No, they're
No,
not.
they're from Texas, but I want to say it's mainly the Houston area. Because that's why they do the song "The Grange." That's like in the Houston
where's Pantera? Where are they from? They from that
They're
area
from
too?
Dallas.
They're from like Arlington.
Yeah.
Well, that's where he's buried.
Yeah, the Abbotts. I think that's their last
Yeah.
name, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are fucking crazy too, man. I wish I could have seen them. There's an old picture. I think it was like in 84, 85 with Hetfield when they went to Dallas and played, and him and a young Dimebag, all fucking skinny and shit with his big old hair. Dude, those guys were what do you call it?
They were a glam rock.
Yeah, they were
band
glam
before
rock.
They were like
they were glam rock right up till they got Phil on what is his name? Phil.
Phil Anselmo.
Oh.
Yeah, right before they got him, they were
Like they were like a hair metal glam rock band. Like
You can see the pictures.
headbands, pink. Like yeah, I'm gonna.
didn't
that
know
album
that.
Power Metal was their glam rock band.
How I didn't even know that. Damn. But ZZ Top's coming here soon.
Mm-hmm. At the Buddy Holly.
Oh shit.
I know.
Where's he?
Because Pantera's kind of glam rocky sounding, and they just instantly turned it to a
Hey,
full
that's
on.
kind of when they changed right there.
yeah. LOL.
Because you know what I mean? Pantera does kind of sound like a glam rock type band,
Mm-hmm.
but they easily just switched it over to like a full on. Well, because hell,
One of the
Are-
greatest
are
bands
they
of
the
all
top-
time.
are they
It's
the
like one of my
top-
favorite bands of all time.
they're the part of the big four, right? When it comes to metal bands.
No.
Who's the big four? It's Metallica,
Metallica,
Slayer.
Slayer.
Anthrax and
Megadeth.
I thought for some reason.
But that's thrash metal.
The one I lacked was Slayer. In the big four.
You're not a big fan of Slayer.
No, I never saw them.
And they're done. They're done
Yeah.
touring. My grandpa seen them when they did the Big Four.
They Slayer, they had performed on Jimmy Fallon. Like I want to say it was like 3 years ago, and it was just funny because they played "Raining Blood," and it was like live. It was like a national. It was the.
Did it start raining?
No. Like they were playing on Jimmy Fallon's show, but it was just funny because in my eyes, or when you see the audience, it's like these older people
It's
that are
literally
there.
people who
Yeah.
who got tickets to go see Jimmy Fallon and just the guest of the night.
Well,
just happened
Slipknot
to
performed
be-
for them. He get some bands in
Yeah.
there.
So did like Rob Zombie. I think has Marilyn Manson performed before?
Probably.
Yeah,
You know,
I think so.
like on those kind of things.
Mhm. He did for Jimmy Kimmel. I know that.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart. What happened to him?
Yeah. I
Breaks
sent,
my fucking heart.
Wait, what?
It just breaks my heart with Marilyn Manson because I really like him.
Oh,
Yeah, because I sent you what was going
yeah,
on
you
with
did.
him.
Hmm
I think Megadeth, they got rid of their bassist for some shit too. David Ellefson. Ellefson, whatever the fuck you say his name. I guess he did some weird shit. I don't know. They got rid of him. And Dave Mustaine survived throat cancer. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on over there.
Have you ever seen Megadeth live?
Mm-mm.
Really cool. I've seen them twice.
What is
Two
your thought? What's your thoughts on? Is it Dave Mustaine? Is that his name?
Mustaine? Dave Mustaine?
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Dude,
like-
you know what? I was about to say this. Because, like, if you, like, just knowing, like, because I'm so obsessed with fucking that history. And they talk about how, well, of course, he kind of created Metallica. He wrote, like, pretty much Kill 'Em All. That's him.
Yeah.
And even some of Ride of Lightning. And apparently, like, he also, what's his name? King from Slayer?
I know who you're talking
Kerry King? Jerry
Kerry.
King?
Uh-huh.
Whatever. He was the first guitarist for Megadeth when he left Metallica like he taught him how to play he taught him how to play like the way he played.
Oh shit.
So it's like he kind of is the father of like
Metal.
thrash metal almost.
Yeah.
He is the guy, and that's why I'm like, you know, I and even like one of the more I fucking love Slash too, and Slash in his biography talked about how they
Do not flick it
I
towards
almost
me.
did.
there goes these bugs with fucking Bradley, man.
I almost did, but I stopped myself.
Like Mustaine tried to get Slash, like they would jam out together and do drugs together, and he said in his biography, he's like, man, I almost joined Megadeth, but I just couldn't leave the boys at Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
So it's like that guy's like pretty much he's just like unsung hero. He's like nobody gives him the credit he deserved because he wrote a lot of like early Metallica shit. Like a lot of like he's put a lot of his songs with the same riffs.
Mm-hmm.
In that Metallica didn't kill them all. The Mechanics. That's the Four Horsemen.
He's still playing, right?
He just signed with Gibson.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh shit. And they probably.
I think they're
would
almost.
never do a reunion. Huh?
I think they just released an album, or they're about to. I'm not sure which one it is. But yeah, they're still kicking it, man.
Damn.
I don't know. I never really got into Anthrax. I like some of their shit. Their
Anthrax
shirts
is
are
cool.
Their shirts are cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Their collaboration with Public Enemy.
Yeah, I know that's
Bring
one.
the noise.
That's one of the ones I was talking about. Like the early like shit is cool.
Scott
They're
Ian, the bassist for Anthrax. Mm-hmm. He's a pretty cool guy.
Scott Ian, the bald dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
With
beard.
the
Yeah.
beard, yeah.
I don't think he plays bass, but yeah, he's
He plays
He's-
bass, right?
he's
No,
the,
he's a guitarist.
he's a lead singer and guitarist.
For some reason, I thought he was the bass player. But you're right.
Whenever they don't have that Native American dude lead singing, he's the lead singer. I can't think of that guy's name.
You know what that noise
Tom
is?
Araya.
Probably.
Is that it?
Tom Araya's Slayer.
Oh, okay.
You know what
Fuck.
that noise is? Probably. I think they're spraying the mosquito like chemicals. You know what I'm talking
In the
about?
air?
Like the truck that goes by.
Thank fuck.
Yeah,
Jesus
watch. Well, watch. There's probably gonna be a truck, and you just go see a bunch of mist.
Yeah, this thing protects from mosquitoes, but not from other bugs.
Because they did that to my house this
Is that
morning.
what it is? Oh.
Because they did it to my house this morning.
Is that even good for the environment?
I wouldn't think so. Well, here's the thing. I went jogging this morning, and that truck passed me.
Ooh.
And so I put like my shirt over, and I was like, man, I'm probably gonna die from cancer now.
There's so much shit, dude.
How's jogging going? Did you so you did it yesterday and today?
Yeah, I'm trying. When you because how many miles did you say you're running?
Oh fuck.
Didn't you
Fuck
say
a goal
you?
this month.
Well, didn't you say like you ran like 50 miles
In June.
In June.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like, man,
Sorry.
if I could run like 2 miles every
Boo.
day out of the week, I could easily get 50.
Yeah.
I just gotta stay consistent with it.
So what did you jog today?
Yeah, I jogged today.
How much did you jog?
2 miles. Every time
miles.
I jog outside my house, it's 2 miles.
Perfect. Have you downloaded the Nike running app?
Shit.
Okay, so
That's a good app.
ew, how annoying. My car. No, so download the Nike running app, and so it's gonna count all your miles. It'll do it for the day, the week, the month, and the year. But also there's like guided runs on there. So that really helps too, as far as like controlling your breathing and keeping your pace. And it essentially you have a coach guiding you through it. And there's like beginner's runs, your first mile run, your first speed run, and so it's just so you can kind of just play with your pace and just kind of control it. Because ever since I started doing like guided runs or like coach runs, it's like really helped me as far as like distance doesn't matter anymore, you know, because it's just like I stay calm through my
You
run.
just go. Yeah.
Yeah, so had I done that when I first started running last summer, I can only imagine, you know, like how much easier it would be for me
Because I just use the regular app that's already on
your watch.
I'll just be like, Siri, turn on or
Yeah.
start running workout, and that's all I do.
Yeah.
I mainly do it just to keep track or how many miles I'm actually running. Mm-hmm. I always make sure it passes the 2 mile mark. So.
Good. That's awesome. Yeah, no, jogging, running, walking, just being outside is nice, especially like in the morning. It's a nice way to start your day.
Yeah.
Even at night runs are pretty good too.
I need to fucking just get the motivation to do it.
I've told you that I'll take you.
And I've been doing boxing too. So.
Are you going to Nick's?
Yeah.
Fuck, I only went that one time and it was really cool. And they did not expect me to keep up the way I did, and they were kind of shook because it was my first class. But I was like, oh no, I do it somewhere else. So whatever. So, but it was fun. Yeah. I don't know. I was very proud of myself for not stopping during that class the whole time.
I feel like if you piss off Jen enough, she would whoop your ass.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna fight back.
No, I would never.
Yeah.
You don't have to fight back.
When do you go to your classes?
Just gonna slander her on the internet.
Wait, say that again?
If she beats me up, I'm just gonna slander her on the internet.
Jeez.
Come on.
Huh?
Let's go do it.
When do you go?
I try to go. Usually, I do it after work. Would I go to 7 o'clock? What I'm really trying to do, the routine that I'm trying to establish, because I went running this morning. But really, what I want to do is wake up at 5 a.m. Spend that hour like stretching, meditate, you know, get ready, and then at 6, go do the hour class, and then come back home. And if I'm feeling it, maybe go run 2 miles or do jump rope. And then I go to work at 9, so I have plenty of time.
Yeah.
Because, like, I woke up early today. I was like, man, I need to do this shit. You know, because when I wake up, like, 30 minutes before I have to go to, like, take off,
You're rushed
I
and
feel
shit.
like I'm rushed and, like...
I've been saying. Getting up early, working out.
Jen
really
knows
helps
what she's
your
talking about.
day.
But, hell, I'm sure you're tired as fuck, though, especially being outside, right?
Yeah, I don't want to use that as an excuse, but yeah.
Well-
like, dude, I got off at 1 today. That I Snapchat everybody, like, let's go get a beer. And I was like, I laid down, I fell asleep for like 2 hours.
If you would have had texted me, like, 45 minutes earlier, I would have, because that would have been my lunch hour.
Damn. No, yeah, I'm getting off early these next 2 days. So
Because when you texted me, like, I had just gotten back from lunch.
yeah, I think this just reminded me. I think like because I think Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are off limits for me for doing anything. So I think like I'm gonna try really hard Thursday, Friday, and then like Saturday morning I started training with my boy. Shout out to Isaiah. Just rolling around on the mat, wrestling, and kind of some defense shit. It's really fun, and we do it. I'm a co-host on his podcast now, so we do that on Saturday mornings. So I think I'm gonna like for sure work out Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. But I don't know about running.
Well,
God damn it! I don't know about running.
Let's just try it.
you
I'm
need-
gonna take you.
Like, if you're gonna do
I'm gonna vlog it.
well, if you're gonna do running, you really have to start, because like when last year when COVID started, I was always doing, like, there was that last summer before I slacked off. I stayed consistent with it, but what I did was I started walking. I would walk 2 miles.
I think I'm gonna do that.
And then after doing that, I'm like, okay, speed it up a little bit.
Because I also have bad feet, and
Yeah.
my Achilles are horrible.
You got fat feet,
Bad.
bad feet.
Like heels, bad heels, and bad Achilles. So like I think walking would really do me some good.
What is your shoe size?
And I have a size 10. I'm not,
Size
but I'm also like it's like a pride thing. I don't look like a bitch walking around. I'm sorry. Like I just like that's my like you know like somebody see me walking like why are you walking, you know? And you
Well,
see
just
it.
walk your dog. 2 miles.
I don't want to walk him. It's like hot out. It's hot outside.
Walk
at
Beagle or something.
their little paws get all hot and shit. I feel like when it's like 4 or 5, that's because that's the only when I can do it. But that's just excuses, people. I'm gonna get after it because I'm going in September to get this abs. I'm gonna get another ab tattoo, so I'm gonna try to get slim so I can get this another ab tattoo.
Get them big feet to working.
Big feet, these fucking horrible feet,
You know
man.
what they say? Big feet, big boots.
Oh god.
You've seen did you ever watch Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Yeah.
Well, Lawrence Fishburne, he plays Cowboy Curtis. You know, the one that plays Morpheus from The Matrix?
Yeah,
He's-
I know who Lawrence Fishburne is. I'm trying to think of the character.
Yeah, well, he's like this full-on like cowboy. that would like randomly come visit Pee Wee, and there was this one episode where he's like, you know what they say about people like that have big feet, big boots.
Do you remember all that controversy? Oh, sorry.
What? No, you go ahead.
Do you remember like all that controversy about what's his name?
About Paul Rubin?
Is that Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he a pervert?
No.
What did he do? He was caught masturbating in a theater.
Yeah, he was jerking off.
That's what like Charlie Chaplin and all them
But
did
also,
that.
It was an adult theater.
It was-
They all did that, right? If I'm not
I don't know
mistaken.
about Charlie Chaplin.
Like they would all go in there and do that shit. Maybe I'm thinking of him, but they would all just go and.
But I think with him being someone that had a kids show, I'm sure that
Yeah.
made it big.
Whatever. People are weird. People get into weird shit.
Hell, I'm sure
Weird is almost
I'm sure
normal.
most people that work on a kids TV show, yeah, they're not fucking normal. They're not sane up in there.
I was about to say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it, Jen.
I said sorry. You told me to go.
What was I gonna say? What were we talking about
Big
before
feet.
that?
Big feet.
Has something to do with that. Shit. People. Motherfucker. I don't know. Who knows? It's gonna come to me eventually. I don't know. Who knows? Thanks, Jen.
No say. Man, I was in San Antonio this past weekend, and that was my first time being over there.
Hey, yeah. How did your
How was that?
film
It went
festival
good.
go?
It went good. There was different showcases, and the showcase that my film was in, it was on Sunday. It started at. I had a showcase with like 6 different films. There's a lot of great films. Very different environment, that's for sure. But like it's like there's a lot of Mexicans over here in Lubbock, but over there it's like puro Mexican.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And those motherfuckers are from Mexico almost, huh?
Yeah, and they're like talking to me in Spanish, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta say I don't.
Dude, that happened to me today. This guy was talking to me in Spanish. They were doing roofs. They were roofing, and he was asking me about my wheat, and, you know, the equipment we had. And he and I was like, I was like, man, you know what? I'm learning Spanish. This is embarrassing to have to say I don't know Spanish.
I feel the same way.
I'm like, this is it. I'm done. I'm learning Spanish, people. It's embarrassing.
Well, the thing is, I feel like when people do speak to me in Spanish, I do understand like most of what they're saying, but I just can't just speak back to it. Like
Yeah.
I think I could, but I know I would sound horrible.
Do you know Spanish?
I know it. I can read it and interpret it.
Speak it.
I can't speak it that well,
Cabrona.
but like I've been able to do like consultations with clients for the most part, you know. But it's like,
Whoa, yeah, you need to know it more than us. What the fuck?
no, but I mean I get my point across really well, and like I've never had like an unhappy
You're like,
client.
es hair, es rojo.
Yeah.
How do you say? Big pelon?
Yeah, I'd be like, más cortito es bueno, you know? Like,
Bien.
yeah.
Yeah, you need to learn it more than us.
I think, like, they just think I'm just, I don't know, maybe they're just nice to me. Because I'll always be like, entiendo, pero no hablo. So, like, you know, and they'll kind of giggle, and I'm like,
Like I get tired when people are like, you know, hablas español, and I always like a dumbass, like, oh, más o menos. Like I always do that. No, I wish I knew it.
Me too, me
I'd be in way better shape.
I would never speak English again.
I'll get paid more.
Seriously, I would never speak English.
No.
Never. Unless I was in Mexico, then I'd speak English.
Yeah.
See that? That's some logic right there.
You look like you would come from Chicano.
God, man, somebody
Chicano
fucking-
Batman or something.
Jesus Christ.
I
Somebody,
love Chicano Batman.
man, I hate when like people say that shit about me, man. I'm like, fuck y'all.
It's
No
like, when'd you leave the
disrespect.
Los Lonely Boys? I'm just playing around.
I was gonna say something, I forgot again. I need to change the subject. What the fuck was I gonna fucking say?
He's like, they're talking about me. We need to change the subject.
Yeah, this isn't about me, it's about you.
It's about me. I feel like it's never about me when I'm on. I go too off the wall. I just start talking about random shit.
Yeah, man, I don't know. We always
Was it about the film?
It was about film, that's what it was about, man. I have an idea that I need executed.
Really? What you got?
Well, not really an idea. I was a little buzzed at the bar today, and I was just like, man, it'd be cool to like film in a bar, like a movie almost.
There's been some.
And
great
like
movies
what?
filmed at a bar.
Like what would it take to do that?
What it to take is you have to get with the owner, see if they'll rent you the.
I know
place
all
for
three
the
of them
night.
owners at this bar now. I'm friends with them now, so yeah.
Is it Bar PM, by the way?
Oh, I know them too. No, it was Flips.
I've always wanted to film a scene at Bar PM.
Dude,
I have a good idea.
you could film in the back.
Have you seen their back room?
Mhm.
It's really cool.
I've been there a few times. I've been there for their comedy night. Sometimes.
How's tomorrow?
Sometimes when we get tired of like crickets or local, we'll just go to Bar PM.
Yeah, I want to do like a almost like a 30-minute film.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to act. I just want to see if I can act. And I want to be in front of a camera, and I want to like do some like I just want to play out like me being a murderer almost.
You want to be? I drink your milkshake.
I want to be where like yeah, some sort of weird.
You understand
shit.
that reference?
No, I
right?
didn't. I don't understand.
You've never seen There Will Be Blood?
Oh fuck! Yes, that's one of my favorite movies. What am I saying? What am I
was like,
saying?
that's the main like quotable line from that movie.
Was that when he's in the little bowling alley thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Great actor, by the way. Yeah, I just want to do something like that. I don't have a good camera to do it though.
yeah, right now that's what I'm working on because I have a GoPro, but I need to get.
Oh, you could do it like that with the
Well,
little.
I have that, but I really want to invest in a like good camera, like a great camera.
like $10,000.
Probably more like 2,000 range, but shit costs money.
That's why I got these little rinky-dink cameras. Because if not, I would.
I mean, they still do their job.
Oh, they're great, but I want like to upgrade would be. These were $200 a piece, and then the next one would probably be at like 2,000, like you're saying. $10,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's quite a bit. Steve will be doing that on his shit. He has them Lumix cameras, like the ones that our homeboy Riley has.
He has one of those?
He has the Lumix, and if you look like in the Steve-O's podcast, like he has them like set behind him, like that's how he does the different angles. But he got money, so
He just got paid, baby. Jackass
Yeah.
4. That's gonna be a good one.
I saw the trailer and I think it's gonna be good. I'm still gonna probably go see it, but it's still gonna be weird without Bam.
Well, I was never the biggest fan of him, anyways.
It can still survive without it, but still like there's that.
It'll just be interesting to see them be old and how they act old. I think Steve-O broke his shoulder and Knoxville got a concussion. And they got a bunch of new people
Yeah.
doing shit. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm definitely going to watch it.
I think Eric Andre's on there.
Eric Andre, the Jasper, Tyler the Creator,
Yeah.
that new guy, Zach Ass. He had a show called Zach Ass.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, him. This new guy that almost got his fucking hand ripped off by a shark.
Oh,
On the Shark Week.
Tell me about
Yeah.
He almost died. Yeah. He released a video and he was like explaining it and he started crying, dude. It was crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was wild.
Well, I'm sure that's a very life-changing thing to go through.
Yeah, man. It was nuts.
Shit.
I always wanted to do some Jackass shit before, but not anymore. Fuck that.
You're getting old, man.
Just that's not even worth it. Fuck
You be hurting sometimes, like you like wake up and you're like, "Fuck, my knee's hurt."
my back.
Yeah.
My back is not very good. I've been working straightening that back because I fucked it up. But that's really like a horrible injury to have. So yeah, I just wake up and be like, man, I don't want to go to work.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm like, fuck. I wish I had money from this shit. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, please.
Have you ever seen Office Space? You have never seen Office Space?
I know the scene, like
Oh,
the
okay.
iconic scene.
Y'all won't understand the reference,
I won't.
Enough of these damn references.
but they're fun though.
Every time I put on a movie now, I fall asleep immediately.
There's a movie y'all do need to check out. I told Jen about this already. It's called Repo Man.
The John Carpenter one, right?
It's not John Carpenter.
No, it's Wes Craven. No, it's not.
I forgot who directs it. But Emilio Estevez, you know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. It was before The Breakfast Club was made. It's a very like punk / rockabilly style like sci-fi film. It deals with the punk kid that becomes a repo man, and it has to deal with aliens too.
Dude, that's what I want to do at the bar. Like a sci-fi weird drunk movie.
Let's do it.
Fuck it, dude. I got a camera. Let's do it.
Let's talk ideas.
Yeah, we can't let these
Not on
idiots.
camera though.
Yeah, we can't let these idiots fucking.
Yeah, I want you to give me more details about what you wanted to work on.
What I want to work on. So, I've already talked about this. The one that we did with Paul. There's a movie that Richard Linklater did called Slacker. It was his first like featured film.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that did Dazed and Confused.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's set in late 80s Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no main story or there's no main characters. Throughout the film, it deals with different sets of people, and there's different like stories that go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we find out what happens to these people. Sometimes the camera just pans over and it just starts another story.
Mm-hmm.
But really, the main character in this film is the city of Austin.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
much, it uses the environment of like the setting where it's at, and this idea that I have. I want to do a bunch of different stories,
Okay.
but I want to film. But like, my inspiration is to film Lubbock in a different way. It's never like I really want to make Lubbock look like it's like I really want to make it to look very flashy, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, yeah, Lubbock is looked at like a dusty old town that's out in the middle of nowhere. There's not much to do, but I really want to do these different angles and show Lubbock and show the people, because there's some. I mean, there's some characters out here in Lubbock, and I feel like if I do it the right way, I could really make it work. So that's what I'm working on. So
Cool.
yeah, I really want both of y'all to be a part of it somehow. So eventually,
Yeah.
but my idea is he's gonna play a radio DJ for him.
That'd be fun. I just want to fucking act.
I'm like, what am I gonna do? Do you know yet?
I do have an idea, but I just need it to. I just need to figure out a way how to do it. Just know you're gonna play you're gonna play like a bad bitch bad. So
Lead role. You're gonna have 10 lines at the end of the
you
room.
really gotta show your attitude though.
Oh, okay. I gotta be
Okay.
sassy.
I thought you were gonna say you gotta show your ass. I really thought you were about to say that. I really didn't. Damn.
Nah, all my films would be disqualified if I did that.
Damn, they got parameters like that.
I mean, some do, but a lot of film festivals that are out here, especially in Texas, they're more. I wouldn't say they're family friendly. Like how in San Antonio, I saw some ones that were pretty graphic, but nudity's like a big like no. Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah.
I got PTSD because the last one we did, this car like broke down in the middle of the road, and it was weird. So like every car I see, I'm looking. We had to cut the
Broke
podcast.
down.
That's what I think. But like they stopped.
Yeah.
And
But like at the time, it seemed like it was like they pulled up
Yeah,
in a rush
they come
type
over
shit.
and like we had the garage
Yeah.
open, shit,
and they like peeled off.
But I think it was the neighbor's
Crazy.
piece of
Yeah.
shit car.
Drive by.
He went out and got his gun.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
like, damn.
just the initial incident and just like the suddenness of it all gave like vibes, just kind of just like dangerous
Yeah,
vibes. So
it
it was
was
just
just
it was just off putting for
And
the
he
night.
like wanted to continue, and I was like, I can't stop thinking about
Yeah.
it. We gotta stop.
Was it too much noise too, or?
No, it's just I
Like,
wasn't
it
focused on
happened.
him at all. After that, I was like, dude, I can't.
I'm just worried.
Yeah,
this motherfucker's
that's
just gonna.
Yeah, well, it's just because like it's like for like the next like 2 or 3 minutes of the podcast, both of us were like the whole time. So
And I'm still kind of like that right now.
Are you gonna release that one or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with the rancher.
Oh, how long did it go for?
We got an hour and a half,
Oh, okay, so
but
still a good.
it's just embarrassing almost too. Like I'm like, damn, we were having such a good time, had to be ruined.
Damn.
Shit happens, I guess. I'm about to make me some of these cups. I'm gonna get me a little Snake Pit styrofoam double cup.
Man, you really got the branding down. I'll give you that.
It's about branding, man. I'm about to make some hats. Like, I literally, like, I understand, like, people want to make, like, all the money I make from the shirts, I just put it back into other things. I don't keep.
You gotta start making them 3X shirts, man.
I know, dude. Those are fucking, and they're not much more expensive. They're more than everything else, but they're not, like, they're not more than, like I think, because I was thinking about making some athletic shirts, like dry fit type shirts, and it was like $12 a shirt, and then like 3X and above is $14 a shirt. So I mean, it's not like, it's not expensive, more expensive. What is that noise?
I think it's the mosquito thing that I was telling you about.
Man, these motherfuckers over here gonna
They're in one of these streets.
kill all these stray dogs and shit. Man,
Kill all the stray dogs.
all these animals out here, man, they're just gonna be.
Over here, it's pretty bad. Cause like where I work at, it's on 50th and University. I always see stray dogs.
They're everywhere, dude. It's sad. All those COVID animals, man, they got rid of them. Sucks.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to Church and
Gomez.
G-String,
Who's that?
her pets.
My dog. His name is Gomez, but he calls him fucking
G-String.
G-string.
Does anybody even call him that anymore? G-strings are like, is that a word? Like, is that like a word for underwear?
Yeah.
Is it-
G-strings are like a type.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Underwear.
Sean
Or
is.
panties.
They call the Isaiah's dog Chone. I like
Chone.
that. What can't I think of his name? What's his name?
Chapo.
Chapo. God damn it. Dude, it's so fucking hard. Like, not hard. Listen, it's like, it's almost like my brain gets done, like, with conversation towards the end of the week. Because I talk so much, like an hour and a half. And so I just forget shit. Like, I'm not, and then once this is done, like, I'm not as forgetful. And I'm not, like, I don't get stuck as much until the cameras are rolling. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Busy man.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's just like 130 fucking 8 hours of conversation. That's at least. That's probably way more.
Yo, shout out to Alpha Savage. He really wants to do a podcast with me and you.
People, here's the problem with this, man. People say this shit to me. Like, he really wants to do it with us. I'm like, why are you fucking telling me, man? I'm not like...
Because he told me he wanted me to set it up. Because he really liked the last one that we did. And he was like, man, I really want to do one.
He acts like I don't talk to him every fucking day. That's one of those things that people are like, hey, man, this guy wanted to do a podcast with you. And I'm like, well, tell him to hit me up, man. I'm not that fucking difficult to get a hold of.
Well, we're calling him out right now.
He listens, so he will hear this one. That's what I'm saying, this fucker.
Alpha Savage, we'll do it soon.
We'll do it in August because July is booked. Wait, we can do it on Monday. I don't have anybody on Monday. But that fucker's always busy doing some weird shit. Oh no. He just dropped the tape. Go listen to it, people. People are weird, man. People are hard to... It's kind of hard to talk to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I get it. People have lives. They're busy.
I wish, like, how there's times where you hit me up and I'm not able to do it. I'm like, fuck.
Yep. Well, thankfully you were able to do this one because that guy didn't show up. He's a comedian.
Oh, really?
I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, I think he's gonna be at the comedy night tomorrow.
Nice. Are you going?
I don't know. I'm doing a podcast with Mike G, his podcast, but he's doing it here tomorrow. So I don't know what time we'll be done with that.
Man, the last show I went to, comedy show, was at was it the Lantern?
A lantern?
Yeah, that last show I went to, it was kind of, there were some funny people, but there were some where it was, oh man, like, it got really awkward really fast because just some of the jokes that some of the people were saying.
Like racist jokes, almost?
It was more
Or like edgy jokes?
It was just like, they weren't even jokes. It was more like, I'm gonna think I'm funny, but I'm gonna act like I know it all about certain things, and then people are like start yelling out shit like get off the stage, like literally like someone yelled out to this one girl that was on stage. It had to deal with
Fuck, that's funny.
Awful.
but
God bless her.
but I almost can understand why, because she was trying, like I get where she was coming from, but it just didn't work. Like it just still needs to be worked on, but it came more as like I'm just gonna be a brat. Yeah, so
which is like, I guess like I don't know if the audience even understands that like open mics are where you go to learn to be funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's your gym. You're supposed to go over there and fail.
Well, the one thing when it comes about comedy is what makes it work is if the stuff you're saying is relatable. I think what a lot of people do is they talk more personal stuff, like what they're feeling and what they're feeling only, and that's where it just doesn't work out like it should. So
I want to do an open mic once to get up there and see. I'd probably just talk about this and promote this, but I don't want to get up there and fucking do it. I'd probably talk about my boy Tyrone, actually. That's what I would do. I think I could get some laughs with that fucker. He's a fucking... God damn, I got so many of them fucking stories.
yeah, I went to a comedy club in McKinney before I moved back over here. Man, that was some funny shit. Some funny ass comedians over there.
Yeah.
So
I don't know the talent
we just need
here.
to bring that shit here.
I don't know the talent. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the talent here, which is weird because I love comedy, but I only like the big guys.
Because like here's the thing, like we've talked about it many times before. You know, Austin, Dallas, Houston. That's where a lot of the great comedians are at the moment.
Literally in the world.
But I feel like right now there probably are a lot of comedians out there that are great, but they're still trying to figure stuff out. But they're not getting the respect that they get over there in those areas.
Yeah, because that's like big leagues.
But like the people that are over there that are the true artists that pretty much wait tables and just do the art on the side, they're struggling over there. So it's like eventually, are we going to see those people like that want to stay in Texas? Are they going to come over here where
They can live cheaply.
Where they can live cheaply, and they could most likely start their own thing here and build themselves up.
Yeah.
like,
I think we're just lacking like a true comedy club.
It's that, yeah. That's
Because there are a lot of places where people do comedy, but it's like, who knows what... I mean,
well, because the thing about a comedy club, if people go to a comedy club, they're going there to see the comedy.
Yeah, they know what they're
But
expecting.
if you're going to the Lantern or Bar PM, a lot of times there's just people that are just going just...
They're just drunk and they might stumble across it. Yeah. I think that's what
Because
we're
I've
lacking.
been in some... I've seen some awkward moments where someone in the audience, like, is drunk and starts talking back to the person that's on stage, and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do wish we had a better scene. I really do.
The thing about comedy clubs is like when people like heckle, you're out. Yeah.
Yeah. I really wish we had a scene here. I would definitely be there more.
I really hope it's coming, man. Like,
I mean, I don't know, because I think like now there's been a lot more open mics and shit, so maybe it's gonna start growing. I didn't think they were funny when we went, and the one guy who was supposed to be funny, I didn't think he was funny.
really.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that funny. But you know, who am I to say? Actually, I'm always up here saying I'm not funny, so fuck that. You weren't funny either, dude. So, you know.
You funny, Roy.
No, I couldn't be like comedic funny. That's a whole different.
I think you could.
I can go up there and tell stories about Tyrone. I think I get laughs. That dude is a nut.
If you really like wrote shit down and like mastered it and then got drunk,
Oh.
like not too drunk, but like just like maybe like two whiskeys, you'd be all right.
Yeah, I had fucking whiskeys. Oh my god, I'd be a different fucking animal.
Like smaller. Like I would
I'd
say
be
more.
a fucking
like,
animal. Have you ever seen me drink? Yes, you have seen me drink
Yeah,
whiskey. I was a fucking maniac. That's the last time I did drink whiskey.
Are we gonna do whiskey on
When?
this?
Yeah, I would if I didn't have to work tomorrow. If you want to come on Friday, come on Friday.
What am I doing Friday? I don't think I'm doing anything Friday. Maybe. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
I think I should be free. I should be. I'll let you know.
Well, let me know.
Okay.
Well, the next time we do, like, if we do a whiskey thing, it'd probably have to be at the end of the week. So I'm not acting an idiot.
I really don't understand how people on a Thursday could get off work and then right after work go to a bar and they drink until 2 a.m. and then have to go to work that Friday.
I could do that. But that's because my job, I'm only working half a day on Friday.
Yeah, I know for sure I could not do that.
But not till 2 a.m. I'm an old man. I'm done by fucking 11. I like being in my bed by 12 at least. I might not be asleep. I like laying in my bed at 12 o'clock. Or I'm all anxious and shit. It just throws me off.
You're a viejo.
Yeah, I am, dude, in this young man's body. I am, aren't I, Jen?
Yeah.
You even be talking shit like old.
Fuck. Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I keep thinking about this one tweet this picture on my Twitter. Oh, shit. You weren't with us that day, man. I wish you were. That's my fault, by the way. That's when we took pictures. Like, that's how, like, the day started. And then I was like, with the cigar. Dude, I was so fucked up.
Just wait till like 30 years from now and you're still doing it.
I'm gonna still be doing that. I'm gonna be chilling on the. Yeah, exactly.
Old Grandpa Roy fell asleep and
It's just so funny how your body is just so straight. It's just cigar out. And are you holding a beer?
I might have. I think I was, but my mom's took it out of my hand. No, yeah, I was. Yeah, because it was over there.
You died.
Because like on Saturday, like dude, that happens. Oh, like Saturdays.
You got day drunk.
We like well, my parents like to go drink, so I go to Flips with them, and they'll do their little drink, but they pay, so I'm drinking.
yeah.
And I come home about 4 or 5, and I fall asleep on the recliner like that. And then I'll hear somebody like, "Hey, what's going on? I thought you were gonna do this." I'm like, "Oh shit, let me get up." It's like every Saturday I do that. There's nothing wrong, man. I love taking naps. That's my favorite thing.
I feel like there used to be days where I would get drunk, and then that day, I would go work with my dad, sweat it out, and then go drinking again that night.
Yeah, those are the best times. Mm-hmm. I used to be able to do that. I sound like an old man. Like, I don't like doing that no more. I used to could do that all the time. I used to go to fucking work drunk. Like, because I was so fucked up from the night before.
Yeah.
Just loaded.
I know if I do, I'll get caught instantly, especially when you work in a bank.
Yeah. That's true. That's a different story.
Why you smell like Bud Light?
Dude, I got fucked up Friday and I went and worked out with my friend Isaiah. We were rolling on the mat and shit, and he's like, "Dude, you smell like." He said that. He's like, "You smell like Bud Light." I'm like, "Fuck, dude."
You wipe up your head.
Like, well, you stink too.
Like,
you piece of shit.
You wipe off your head and you taste like, I even taste like Bud Light.
I was like, "Motherfucker, fuck you." Yeah, man. I haven't drank whiskey. I've been meaning to buy a bottle of Buffalo Trace, but when I do that, it's bombs away, man. Bombs. I haven't had a night like I'm really like planning on this Saturday getting fucking hammered. Like I haven't got fucking hammered like that.
Yeah.
The way I'm thinking in my head in a long time. So watch out, people. Don't talk to me because I'm be on a warpath.
There was this time out in Leander, Texas, close to Austin. I met up with one of my brother's good friends that he was friends with for a while. I went to go visit him, and this guy he played football for Baylor, and he's pretty. The job that he does now, he's pretty wealthy, and man, he gave me a lot of like expensive ass scotch, like scotch that you rarely see. Man,
Are you sure you're supposed to sip?
Yeah, like he didn't even put like ice cubes. He had like these they're like these metal like cubes. You freeze them
So they don't water down.
yeah, so it doesn't water down, and it was like fancy shit. That shit got me fucked up, but it was smooth, that's for sure.
I'm hoping we can do that with the Rancher. Oh, dude, I've just remembered Paul said he was going to get us drunk off some good shit.
Really?
You don't remember? He told us that. Paul, whatever the fuck.
Oh.
What was his last name?
Because he wants to do a podcast with.
He's like, I'll bring the
Yeah.
good shit. I have to remind him that. Sorry,
I
Jen.
still haven't sent him my film.
Sorry, Jen.
It's okay.
You're not invited. Boys only.
Jen the Hen.
Stop. Don't do that. But, okay.
How was your day, Jen?
I'm fucking tired. No, honestly,
Her dad had
it
him
started off
out there
really
working
good.
hard.
Yeah, so my dad decided to paint the outside of the house last week.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday he was like, we're all helping. I was like, okay. So I pulled up today and he had me painting. Him and my like tiny mom and his best friend Joe were out there painting, and my dad was just talking shit the whole time.
That's Mexican dads for you. For
Yeah,
sure.
no, it is. And fucking micromanaging me. Like, I would paint, and he would be like, and then he'd fucking paint over what I painted. And I'd be like, did I do it wrong? And he's like, I'm just going behind you because I'll fix it.
Dude, my boss does that, but at this point, I just leave him alone. Like, you literally did the same thing I did, whatever. Because that shit used to get under my skin.
Literally earlier, he was painting, and I was just under him. Like, he was like on the ladder painting, and I was like just painting just regular. And he goes, God damn it, Jennifer. And I was like, what did I do? And he goes, oh, I got paint on the trim. I don't know why I said your name. Like, he was waiting. He was waiting to just talk shit. So, but he like stamped fucking paint on the trim, and he just, God damn it, Jennifer, as if he just assumed it was my fault.
You know, there's me, and there's me, and I have 3 brothers. I couldn't imagine my dad having daughters. He'll probably be the same way too.
God. Well, because like my dad's got I've got 3 older brothers, so he's always just raised 3 boys, and then I came along, so that's just he just kind of raised me the same, like not as soft with me as he could have been. So
Dude, those old heads are different, man.
yeah.
It's funny because like dads like that. Like one, you didn't have a summer, like especially not like your friends.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
Well,
it
like
wasn't
for
like that.
like for me, we never had a summer. If we had like once school was out, my dad would always be like, "Okay, your school's over. Now your real school starts," and we would just go like work at job sites doing tile and shit.
Oh shit! No,
Yeah.
no, not like that. Not like that. Like I mean, like my grandpa would just have me out and about summertime, like 8 a.m., 7:30 in the morning. Like get up, we're gonna go do something.
Well, and that's the thing too. On the weekends, it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like my dad was like my softball coach. Like he was one of my softball coaches, or like an assistant coach from like the age of like 5 or 6 till I was like 13 or whatever. So he's always just been on my ass about something. So I love him though.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because this is my boss does that shit, dude. He gets mad and he blames people for shit, man. And it's just like we're in the truck and I'm just like, I'm having to hold myself from fucking just howling laughing because he's some fucking idiot. That fucker,
I guess that's an old man.
he passed the house that we go to every day. And I guess his little brain got confused. And this fucker, he's like driving, he's like, where the fuck is this house? He like yelled. I can't say it because it made me laugh so fucking. He literally, he's just, where the fuck is this house? And this is a house we've gone to every day. And I just like sitting there like, and he's all mad, dude. Like, you know, they get mad, they just take it out on everything like that. And I'm just sitting there. I had to turn my head because I'm just fucking crying, almost howling in my head because he's just getting all pissed off. And that shit makes me laugh watching old men get mad because I don't even give a fuck because I'm around it every day now.
Yeah.
It just, I know how to ignore it, and it just makes me laugh. Like, especially with Tyrone, my boy, he gets mad and he starts yelling, and I'm just like, fuck.
My dad's thing is he'll get mad at me, but when he says, "Damn it," he says a name of another son, and then he gets mad at himself for saying the wrong name. And then he says another wrong name. He's like, whatever the fuck your name is.
Oh yeah.
I love it. It's funny. That's gonna be me when I'm older, I guess. Jesus Christ.
You're already there.
I'm gonna be there in 10 years.
Right.
I'm fucked.
You got the cigar in your hand.
As long as I look young, I don't care.
So you
If I look young, that don't matter how I act.
got the cigars, the Bud Light. Shit.
You didn't know me when I drank Natural Light. I used to drink Natural Light.
Good old Natty Light.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first beer I shotgun.
It was like my boy Tyrone again. We used to drink. He drinks Natural Light, and he put me on it. It's just Bud Light, but cheaper, like the bottom of the barrel. So yeah. Did you know me when I was drinking Natural Lights?
I don't think so.
No. Yeah, I drink that Kentucky Deluxe with my boy Tyrone.
Was that a different Roy back then?
Yeah, I wasn't able. I wasn't doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't doing this. I didn't know responsibilities.
That fool drink that first at Bud Light and got focused.
Dude, I used to I hate to say it, I used to drink a whole six pack of Tall Boys, like those 16 ounces, and a whole bottle, and then go out and drink at the bars.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, and then I substituted the whiskey for a bottle of wine.
Oh yeah.
So I drink 6-pack of Natural Light and a bottle of wine, and then go out.
Wine really be dangerous. I feel like it.
I like it.
It's good, but the thing about wine is you can measure shots and beers. You could be like, oh, I can have 5 beers and I'm good. Wine's different. Sometimes you can have 2 glasses and you're okay, but there's days where you have just 1 glass of wine and you're already kind of fucked up, depending on what wine you're
Yeah,
drinking.
I don't know much about wine. But like when people say like the hangover from wine, I've never really been hungover from wine. Like it never really fucked with me like that.
I don't know if this is true. I've heard this before where if you have a wine hangover, if you drink water, like a lot of water that next morning, you get drunk again.
Oh shit!
That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've always heard that from certain people.
Do you like wine?
I want to like wine.
You want to?
Yeah. I mean, it looks good and it smells really. I love the smell of it, but I don't think it tastes that great. But also, I
That's
just
like the dry, probably white wine. That shit tastes bad. I don't like that.
yeah, like Moscatos and shit.
Yeah, it's like a white. I like a sweet red.
Yeah, there's been some.
I've had the sweet red before.
There's been some wines too where I'm like, that's fucking strong. Like one sip and I'm like, oh, I'm done.
That's like one that, I like one of the things. If I ever had money, I would flex. So I'd buy like expensive alcohol, wine, and like expensive wines and expensive beers and expensive liquors and expensive
Did
cigars.
you just save it?
No, fuck no. I fucking drink that shit. What the fuck?
Because hell, there's some people that like. Because my dad does a lot of houses, and especially the ones that are doing, where they're. What the hell is that?
Is that
What was
fucking gas thing again?
The ones that are pretty wealthy, they have like a wine collection, but it's like, oh, we bought this wine back in 1983 when we went to Rome. It's like, oh, this is the wine that was on our wedding night. Like it's always a lot of weird, like.
No, fuck that. I'm drinking.
They just save it. Yeah.
I've seen a house here in Lubbock that had a wine cellar in the bottom. It's pretty cool. Like in their basement, it's cool. And that was like in the middle of downtown. It was a really cool house. I don't remember where it was exactly, but it was a really fancy house. Shout out to Ella. She took us there. Well, I think we're at the put it. What time is it? Yeah,
How long have we been going for?
1.5 hours.
1.5?
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to put it in. I wonder how this sounds like this. Whenever you talk like this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it into this one.
What are those things called? The RSA. Where's that?
Ew, ASMR.
Yeah, and they're like touching the mic, and they're.
What the fuck is
You know what I'm
it?
talking about?
On Monday when you were eating the rest of your burger, I had to like pop my headphones back.
Because the sound of me chewing?
Yeah, and it wasn't even it was just the sound of it like in my ear. I was like, oh fuck this ASMR shit.
I don't know what that
So
is.
I was getting like irritated, so I just like took my headphones off until you finished. I don't know if you noticed that. Obviously not.
I always ignore. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He's right.
I don't know what that means. Bradley, where can they follow you at if they haven't already?
On Instagram, I'm only on Instagram mainly. You can follow me it's my full name, at Bradley Noel Garcia. So that's my Instagram.
Me, Hella Soft, Texas Chainsaw Alchemist. I have opening Saturday. Had some cancellations.
Well, this will probably come out Saturday, so.
Oh, well, fuck. Whatever. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, people. So there you go, motherfuckers. Episode 139. Enjoy. Please subscribe. Thanks for listening. All of that. Check out the website. Buy my merch.